Hey fellow Force users and fellow superheroes, what is up? It's Ahsoka fan and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So time for another episode of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We know from last week, which was a really good episode actually, we saw a lot of things. We got introduced to the Dr. Nagel, that was behind the whole super serum research. We got to see Zemo, Falcon, and Bucky all in action as they went undercover, which obviously their cover was soon blown. We got to see Sharon Carter, and we got to learn a little bit more about this mysterious power broker, which I assume we should be seeing any episode now, maybe if not this one, then the next one. And and we got to see a little bit more of Karli and the Flag Smashers, and we also heard of this new character, Mama Donya, who might have been some type of inspiration for Karli and the Flag Smashers. I'm interested to know more about that. And we see John Walker having a little bit of a tough time getting people to see him as the new Captain America and, being accepted in that way. So I'm looking at the thumbnail here, and it looks like we're seeing more John Walker in this episode, and it looks like he might have a bit more conflict with Sam and Bucky with regards to Karli, so that should be interesting to see. As much as he's kind of suspect and a bit sketchy, my heart does go out to him a little bit, just because he really is trying to fill Steve's shoes, which are obviously huge shoes to fill, and nobody really takes him seriously. So I'm interested in seeing what that does for him and his character, whether or not he might become bad because of it, and he might do something like kill someone or something like that to try and prove how strong he is, or I don't know. But yeah, I think there's definitely more to him regardless, as well as Battlestar, who is his partner. So yeah, without further ado guys, let's get this video rolling and let's check out the episode. Yeah, definitely Karli blowing up that building with the people in it was the first time we've really seen her as a villain. Oh yes, and then of course we had that big appearance at the end, Io from Black Panther. So that should be interesting to see, because now she's going to be yet another obstacle for them to overcome. Ah, we're seeing Wakanda, nice. Now I wonder if this is present time or a flashback. Oh, okay, 6 years ago, it looks like. Long hair Bucky, I love it. So she's trying to make him become the Winter Soldier. Wow, he's really fighting it. Oh, wow, I'm glad they showed this. Oh, poor Bucky. So that's why when Zemo said it to him, he was fine. So this must have been before Endgame then, Infinity War. I like the contrast in the sidewalk there. It's like they're on different ends. She's on the light end and he's on the darker end. He speaks Wakandan. Shit. White wolf. That means she's not the only one there. So we'll see probably more appearances from Black Panther characters. What's he gonna do?
You follow? No.
Oh, he just let them know.
You'd be so sure. She's just a kid. You're seeing something in her that isn't there. You're clouded by it. She's a supremacist.
Zemo speaking facts.
Become a superhuman. Cannot be separated from supremacist ideals. Anyone with that serum is inherently on that path.
Whoa.
Or she kills you. Maybe you're wrong, Zemo. But there has never been another Steve Rogers, has there?
Oh my gosh, just speaking facts.
Well, a TT, yeah. Who was your TT? When I was a kid, my aunt passed away.
Oh, I like Zemo. I don't trust him though.
The act of violence has also brought attention and followers to the Flag Smasher cause.
So that basically went opposite of how they wanted it to. And that's the problem with being a supremacist, is you often accomplish the opposite of the agenda you're seeking to accomplish. Why are they all walking away?
I know who you are, but I can't trust you.
Damn.
Turkish delight. Was always my son's favorite.
That's what he said to Falcon.
They're very bad.
Oh,
To be trusted.
Zemo.
Donya is our little secret.
Why did he say that? Can't trust this man. Oh my goodness. He's gonna lie to them?
Cute kids.
She's different. She's not motivated by the same things.
Interesting.
I prefer to keep my leverage. You want to see what someone can do with leverage?
Take it easy. Don't engage him. He's just going to extort you and do that stupid head tilt thing.
He straightened up his head after he said that. He's smart. He wants to make himself as useful to them as possible so they don't turn him in.
Karli disappears. We're not going to find that serum until it's too late.
You killed the golden goose.
How is this gonna go? I wonder. Whoa.
Do you think I'm making a mistake?
I didn't think there could be another Captain America until I met you.
Whoa, that's quite the compliment.
It was just good.
I actually get where she's coming from. I just don't know how she thinks creating more super soldiers is a good thing. Because you end up having more super villains. I don't know.
He's dealt with worse, and he's not my partner.
I used to have some soldiers dealing with
My associate is just up ahead.
I feel sorry for John Walker now. I don't know. I feel like nobody wants to bring him in the loop for anything.
This is for your family.
I hope it's not a trap.
What the hell? It's in there.
I don't know how to feel about this. Something doesn't feel right.
You got 10 minutes.
Grandparents.
That's her. Veronica Falcon from Queen of the South. They're brave for just popping in like that.
So live accordingly.
I feel like she's half talking to them and half talking to Sam. How did she die, Donya? Did they say? Don't do anything stupid, John Walker. He's going to. This guy's gonna ruin it.
No.
Just relax.
No, this is a bad idea.
Oh my gosh. You're gonna ruin the whole thing.
Do you really want his blood on your hands?
Actually, he does have a point. It is kind of dangerous what Sam's doing, but so far he's doing well.
About super soldier.
They're not innocent. There are roadblocks in my journey and I kill them with any fight.
Oh shit. Don't hold back.
No. I didn't mean it like that.
I just can't give it the way you're fighting it. And I'm sure she wouldn't either.
Ooh. Facts.
Karli Morgenthau, you're under arrest.
Oh my god, are you kidding
This
me?
is what that was.
No.
Oh my god, he messed up the whole thing. Oh my god. They literally had her. Oh. And Zemo escaped. And now it's gonna be even harder to talk to her in the future. Because she won't trust them now. Oh my god, John! You had one job. Let Sam do his thing. Woo! He's trying to kill her. Uh-oh. The serum. Shoot. Zemo's not the power broker, is he? He's destroying all of them. No. Whoa. He's gonna probably find a vial and take one for himself. Because remember I was saying he's having trouble with being accepted? So he might do something bad, and this is gonna be it. He's gonna take it and become like as powerful as Steve was, and so that way he'll get accepted. Oh my gosh, this is so frustrating. Wow. And he's gonna say that Zemo destroyed all of them.
I would have never met people that would have been taught to hate.
Who's that
people
there?
somewhere else.
Someone walked in the background. Oh.
I will end you.
And now there's no serum, so she's screwed.
Two wars.
And then we kill Captain America.
Now he's gonna have the serum now, so it's gonna be harder to do. I don't know, I was thinking Zemo could be the power broker secretly, but maybe not. But I think they could all work together with Karli against the power broker, maybe, by the end.
Sam, you can't hold out hope for Karli.
That's not right about Walker. You don't say.
Or they'll work together against John Walker in the end.
Should put down a shield. Make it fair.
Whoa. Things just got more complicated.
Hi, John Walker. Captain America.
Does she look like she gives a shit?
Let's put down the pointy sticks and we can talk this through. The Dora Milaje don't have jurisdiction
The
here.
Dora Milaje have jurisdiction wherever the Dora Milaje find themselves to be.
I like that answer. Whoa, he doesn't know who he's messing with. Oh my god. Zemo's just watching everything. He's just escaping. I love it. Going back to the Clone Wars again there, but it kind of reminds me of when Mace Windu and Obi-Wan were fighting and deflecting the lasers while Bane just escaped. She just detached his arm like that? That's low.
Bust Donya, James.
But he can put it back on himself, right? Oh my gosh.
He is gone.
He's had enough, man.
They weren't even super soldier.
Oh, now I'm back to feeling sorry for him. Oh. Oh. I feel so sorry for him right now. I know he's about to become bad though. He's about to take that serum and kick ass the next time.
I can't.
El Chapo! Oh my gosh, don't kill me. Because he escaped underneath the tub. Oh my gosh.
Look, man.
Oh, at least he's getting some love.
Power just makes a person more of themselves, right?
Yeah. Did he take it yet? Or
Hello?
I like that ringtone.
If you believe one thing,
She's not gonna kill her, is she?
my brother is not working for that man.
Can always meet with you and AJ and little Cass there.
Oh shit.
Me out back.
She didn't sound that good there. Oh my god. I'm so back and forth with these guys. With Karli, with John Walker, with Zemo.
She said what? I'm coming with.
I like that he didn't come along. So was Walker tracking them? Or did Sam tell Walker where he was going? Did he just get killed? He sees blood or something? But why did they separate in the first place like that? Did he take the serum yet or not? I kind of want him to have the serum now. He did take it. Look how strong that kick was, or punch, whatever he did. Yep. He's gonna figure it out.
They've got Lamar.
Surprised they wouldn't check him for weapons before they leave him alone like that. No, Bucky should be taking these guys easily. What if it's a trap, like, what if they have bombs everywhere or something? Is the place rigged with bombs, guys? I don't know. Or why is that water dripping? Oh, nice one, Sam. Sam's holding his own pretty well, considering he's the only non-super soldier in the room. Assuming John Walker took the serum. Oh, I'm sorry, Battlestar also not a super soldier. Did he just die? Oh, he's gonna go crazy now, John Walker. Oh my gosh. He's going to go crazy. Oh my gosh. You've got to be kidding. Oh, he's going to want to kill him now. Better be careful he's not caught on tape, though. He's caught on tape. Exactly what I said. Shit. Now everyone's going to see him as the bad guy. Oh no. That's really not good. The shield with blood on it. That's not a good look. Okay, so that's obviously not a good look at the end there from John Walker. It was kind of going back to what I was saying before. You could see in the other episodes that he was struggling to be accepted as the new Captain America, because obviously following Steve is not an easy thing to do, and so a lot of people didn't take him seriously. And now he just lost his right-hand man, and so he definitely looks like he's on a darker path. Yeah, that's not good. But I think what I was expecting was that he would kind of be darker and secret, but the public would still look at him as being Captain America and heroic. But by that ending scene there, we can see that's probably not going to be the case because everybody caught him on film. And so he might have actually helped Karli and the Flag Smashers now because they're going to now potentially, in the public, side with Karli and the Flag Smashers over Captain America and John Walker. And to add to things, if people look at Sam and Bucky as working with John Walker, then they're all going to be perceived as the bad guys, the villains in the story, and people are going to look at the Flag Smashers as being victims. So that should be really interesting to see what happens. Yeah, I'm very on the fence with John Walker. I'm back and forth between not liking him to feeling so sorry for him. And right now I kind of feel a little sorry for him. It's easy to sympathize a little bit with what he's going through. He just lost his right-hand man and he's trying to prove himself. He definitely snapped there. Sam also saw how powerful he was in that fight scene towards the end. So he's got to be thinking, did this guy take a vial for himself and take it? So it should be interesting to see what happens if/when they find out that John Walker has in fact taken the super soldier serum. So now if we talk about what happened in the rest of the episode, this was another really good one. There's a lot of discussion about supremacy and terrorism and that sort of thing. That whole conversation with Sam and Karli just shows that it's really not so black and white. They do have a lot in common. They both suffered loss. They're both kind of, at the bottom of society/the system in a sense. It's ironic because Sam is an Avenger, but yet we saw in a previous episode that he couldn't get a loan from the bank. And so the system still keeps these kinds of people down. And so him and Karli have actually a lot in common, which makes the story so ironic because she's supposed to be the villain, right? But in that conversation, it just reinforces the fact that there's not a clear villain and hero in this story, in this TV series. And I always like when they take this approach to superhero movies and TV shows. That's why I like shows like The Boys. They show you the realistic side of the story as to what goes on behind closed doors, what the public sees as being heroes, and what's really going on and who are really the heroes in society. And it's not as black and white as you think. So in that conversation with Sam and Karli, you see him kind of challenging her a little bit, and she insists, no, I'm not a supremacist, I'm fighting against supremacists. A line comes up where she says, yeah, I'd kill those people again if I had to, and then she said, that's not fair, you tricked me. And that just shows that you can very easily become what you're supposed to be fighting against if you get too deep into it. And that's true in today's society. Many people don't realize the moment when they start to become the oppressor. And I think that's part of the reason why history repeats itself, because every time people are doing the oppressing or contributing to people's freedoms being taken away, they never think in the moment that they are the ones contributing to that. They think they're on the right side of history. And when those people become the majority, the next thing you know, you end up having history repeat itself. That's very much more nuanced than people might believe. And that's really what that conversation captured in my eyes, that it's easy for anybody to become a supremacist. And it goes back to what Battlestar said to John Walker as well. When people get powerful, they become more of themselves, right? And to a certain extent, that's true. But it also ties into what Zemo says in the sense that still anybody with power can be destined to lead down a dark path as well, right? It's not always becoming more of yourself. Sometimes you become a different version of yourself that you don't recognize, and sometimes you become what you're supposed to be against. Karli kills people, and she's labeled as a villain, whereas sometimes our heroes kill people, they're labeled as heroes. But at the same time, just because Karli is pictured with children and, gives out to communities and gives back, it doesn't necessarily mean that she's all good. She still has villain tendencies where she can kill innocent people. There's so much gray area in this whole story, and that's why I really like the fact that they're kind of showing us these multiple perspectives to what it means to be a hero and what the shield truly means in this whole story, right? We see it at the end there as John Walker is holding it. It's got blood on it, and that's just such a significant moment of symbolism, because it shows that behind the shield there's such a dark past, such as with Isaiah Bradley, for instance. There's so much blood and darkness also that led up to that shield being made. And there's a lot of darkness to America's history in general and other countries' histories as well. It's not just America. So that moment of the shield being captured with that blood definitely had multiple meanings. And it just ties into what I was saying in previous videos, which was that the shield plays an important part overall. It's repeatedly talked about. Bucky wasn't happy with Sam donating the shield in the first place. The shield ends up being given to John Walker, and they don't think that he's worthy of the shield. And, after meeting Isaiah Bradley, Sam starts to think the shield should be destroyed. And Karli said in this episode that the shield should be destroyed. So people definitely see the shield in different ways. And it's just a matter of trying to figure out who is right. And you can have some people that are right, but are going about it in the wrong way. Kind of like in Karli's case, Sam said he agrees with her fight, but not how she's getting there, right? And so that's two people that have the same vision and perhaps the same idea of what is right and what is wrong, but they have different ways of going about that. And that's what ultimately makes them different people. In Karli's case, she has really compelling reasons as to why she believes what she does, and she wants to make the world a better place in her eyes. But then you look at what she's doing, and she's taking the super soldier serum, which ends up being destroyed by Zemo in this episode. In her mind, she might want to use that for good. What could she potentially unleash with that in the future? If people get a hold of the serum she has, which they won't anymore because it's destroyed, but John Walker still got one vial, if her plans end up in the hands of the wrong people, she could end up arguably creating more chaos and destruction than what existed in the current world that she's trying to fix, which is the point that Sam was trying to get across to her. You may end up unleashing a whole set of problems and making the world a worse place than it was before. We haven't seen Donya as a live person, but what if she, for all we know, went about things more peacefully, and maybe she never wanted to kill anyone, but she still inspired someone like Karli, who has killed someone. So who's to say Karli won't inspire more radical people in the future, and they might kill more people in turn? There's no guarantee that the way you're going about trying to put in place your vision isn't going to be very costly. Speaking of Donya is very interesting because she's one of the few characters we've seen in TV shows, in movies, that have such a presence yet are dead and we've never heard of before and never really got to see anything about. She's a powerful character even in death. But that being said, I kind of would like to see more about her. I don't know if they can maybe show us a flashback or something like that to maybe Karli being younger, and then seeing Donya do her thing and showing how Karli got to the point she is. I would love to see that. I think that would add a lot more to the story as well. So the other interesting part of this episode was the whole conflict with the Wakandans. We saw Io again, and Zemo. And I love that it's creating more obstacles, because again, it just shows how complicated the story is. It's constantly changing, right? The Wakandans are now in the story. We know we have the power broker out there who now wants to kill Karli. He wants a serum back, and obviously there's no serum to give because Zemo destroyed the serum. So we're wondering, are they going to fight together with Karli against the power broker, against John Walker? And how are the Wakandans going to fit into this? Because they want Zemo because they have their own plans for him. But Zemo is arguably such an asset to this whole situation. Even though he's a bad guy, he's almost doing good things. By destroying the serum, he's preventing any future super soldier villains, right? Which we should be cheering him on for, because that is arguably what will make the world a more dangerous place if you have all these super soldiers kind of running around. And so Zemo put an end to that. But yet, he's still kind of a bad guy and not fully trustworthy. But that's what makes his character so interesting. He really is like a Littlefinger from Game of Thrones, as I previously mentioned in another video. Or he's kind of like Reddington from The Blacklist. He's not clearly good or bad. He just, like Karli, has his own goals and his own vision that he wants to put in place that he thinks is right. It should be really interesting to see how his story ends with the Wakandans. I don't think they'll kill off Zemo. I still think he'll probably end up escaping somehow, whether he'll do it on his own or whether Bucky and Sam will help him do it. I don't think he's going back to his cell, and I don't think that he's going to be killed. He could be handed over to the Wakandans maybe and escape at that point. But he definitely is nonetheless very important to the overall story and what's going on now. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. Also, it was really nice to see that flashback with Bucky and Io to Wakanda, which presumably happened before Infinity War. And we got to see him referred to as the White Wolf, which is cool. We get to see how Bucky became free of the Winter Soldier and transformed into the White Wolf. And that explains why Zemo said those words to him in a previous episode. And he didn't turn into the Winter Soldier. So yeah, overall a really solid episode. It's getting better and better with each week, I find. You guys let me know what you think down in the comments. Did you like the episode? What are your thoughts overall about it? I have been a little bit slow getting around to the comments. I've just been super busy lately, like so many things going on, you can't even imagine. But I will get around to it because I always like reading the comments and engaging with you guys in the discussion. So nonetheless, thank you for always leaving those comments. I do appreciate them. And yeah, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, guys. And I will see you next week. Until next time, guys, take care.